already rolling. Sorry. Are you curious to see what traveling Sicily is really like?
And have you ever wondered what there is to do on this beautiful island?
We're the Budgeteers and we're actually traveling around the entire Italy on just 1,000 euros.
And actually our budget is just about to run out, but don't worry, don't worry, we are gonna do our best to show you what there is to see on this beautiful island.
This adventure series is made possible thanks to these amazing travel brands: Ortlieb, Commute and Tropic Feel.
Thoughts, words. I don't even know what I just said.
I was also like, I want to say things, but my mouth is just not producing the words.
There's like a connection here and a connection here, but they're not connected.
As we were enjoying an early but beautiful sunrise over Palermo and Sicily beyond in the background, we were getting into port, so we needed to start getting ready to disembark.
We're down in the ship and we're about to head off.
Can't hear anything we're saying.
Because it's very loud. Because these are the engines of the ship. Let's get on our bikes and get going.
The ferry over was really fun, but we were most excited to jump on the bikes and get a glimpse of local life in the streets of Palermo.
Bye bye ship. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's go.
But as always, coffee first.
This has become a little bit our Italian custom. Getting up in the morning and going to a little bar to just get a shot of coffee. And we already have a good breakfast to start it off with, so things are looking up. Boy.
We found ourselves a cheap guest house in the middle of the historic center of Palermo.
It has like some really classic doors.
I feel like I'm in like one of those like haunted elevator rides.
Yeah, it is.
In like the amusement parks, you know.
Oh, the little jitters. Oh, you're like, is it? Hey, here we are. Wow. This is the kitchen area, probably, or the dining area. It's like a real classic Italian apartment. Nice.
And unfortunately, they didn't let us store our bikes inside, but we were able to check in early.
This is the room that we're staying in. They still have to clean it, but we'll be able to check in an hour.
So we want to make the most out of an early start today and go explore Palermo.
Hola!
And check who's ready in her bikini.
I'm ready.
The plan is, I've just made a route on our Commute app. They make special bike routes. Their app is really specialized for cyclists like us who want to travel. So if you see here on this app, I found a really nice cycle route which takes us through the city and then alongside the coast to a really beautiful beach. So that's where we're headed. It's like 7-8 kilometers. Should be really beautiful, and I'm really eager to like check this out. It's gonna be nice.
Even though it was raining a little bit, we were just happy to jump on the bikes, because this was exactly the reason why we bought them in the first place. With our bikes we could explore the city, go wherever we want and get to see loads of different sides of the city. which other tourists just don't get to see. And before we knew it, the sky cleared up and we had gorgeous weather again. It was just perfect. Making our way outside of the city along the coast, we went down into some alleyways and stumbled upon a really cute beach.
Hey, look where we end up. Ta-da! Where getting lost might lead you. This is cool. It's a nice surprise. Like, I love finding stuff like this. It's very nice. Like, one of the benefits of getting lost and like just exploring a town.
And having the bike.
And having the bikes. These are the advantages of a bike. We can just explore wherever we want.
Like you guys today.
Yeah.
Finding little hidden gems like this is exactly what we love, which just made this bike ride even more amazing.
Cruising! Cruising, cruising, cruising.
Nice.
Woo! Cool, mate.
Let's go.
Let's go. Perfect weather. Nice cycling path.
Following along the coast, we eventually found a small little beach town known to have one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Italy. And the best part, we arrived just in time for lunch.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Shrimp,
Yeah.
corn, and peas.
Yeah. Costs about €7, and that's a pasta salad
Yeah,
for about €6.
yeah. With tomate, olives, and basil.
That looks good, eh? And beers. I think on total this meal with a beer cost about 11, 12 euros. Now the bike ride made me kind of hungry, so I'm going for a second course. This is something very Sicilian, apparently. This is called arancina. It's a rice bowl with meat inside. Costs €2.50. Cheap enough. And it's big. Look how big it is. Oh, good. We made it at the beach here. It's called Mondello because of this beautiful building. It's quite fascinating. Mondello. This beach was recommended to us by a Sicilian contact of ours. Let's find a wee spot. this beach kind of feels like a reward for making it all the way to Sicily.
Yeah.
This is a gem. This is paradise. Like, look at it. It feels so good. Oh,
Yeah.
I feel a totally different human
I know.
now.
It's like every night we put our batteries to charge. And this is like our battery recharge.
Yeah.
And the only moments you're relaxing is like literally when you're asleep, and that's because you're unconscious, right? Like, but even up to the point where you're falling asleep, you're like thinking about everything you have to do, everything you didn't get done.
Normally we have a lot of beach destinations in our series, but this is the first time that we're on a beach, and it plays on us. Like, finally we're in that beach mentality, relaxing, just doing nothing for an entire afternoon. Feels great.
Feels amazing.
After a really hectic 2 weeks, this is just what I needed. Ooh, and I think Lena as well. A day of chilling at the beach.
Yeah, Mondello Beach is just amazing. We could stay here for much longer, but with the sun starting to set, we had to make our way back to the sea.
Yes!
This time we chose a quicker route and skipped the scenic road along the coast, but ended up getting stuck into Italian rush hour. But somehow we made it through safely, and later on we explored the city of Palermo at night, which has a really nice, cozy, but exotic and vibrant nightlife. We celebrated our successful beach day with some beers and really couldn't wait to do this cycling, beach and discovery combo all over the rest of Italy the next days.
What's rolling me? And we're already awake. Don't really know what the plan is, but I think we need to start getting ready, because if I now remember correctly, we need to get a train at around 9. Our power station, where we supply all the power to our batteries. This is like our daily routine. And Lena's getting dressed. Well, we're not gonna watch.
Jeans.
Have we got everything?
Wait, we have to do
I'm only gonna get the bags, and I'm not trusting the elevator. What? Mate. What? I was saying, like, we locked the bikes with 2 locks. I'm like, okay, this street is like a very nice street, but look. I really thought that they were still gonna be here. We were joking, like, oh, they might get stolen because they're on the street. Like, literally, one night, they're stolen. On a pole with 2 locks, and they just freaking, look at it.
They were here last night when I got home.
Like, at midnight, they were still here.
Yeah, they were still here.
This is what happens when you leave your bikes in Italy, in a city overnight. Everything gets stolen. Yeah, Mo, do you know how much the lock costs?
Yeah, it might be weird of us laughing it off, but we were just completely shocked at this moment. This was a complete disaster, and we just couldn't grasp the reality of this. These bikes were our transport, since we were gonna cycle around Sicily. This is why we carried them all this way from Milan and from Rome. And not only was our dream shattered, but also our budget was in serious trouble too, because we were meant to sell these bikes back for half the price at least. So we lost all that money now too. We were used to things not going according to plan on this series, but this just was beyond all this.
They're already sweeping up the evidence. Yeah, use that stick to lever the locks, like break the locks. Okay, that's a good morning. I don't think we need these helmets anymore now. Porco Dio, porco Dio. Cazzo, cazzo. It's hard not to curse at this moment. Oh boy.
Oh no!
We were only one stop away from like reaching the entire bottom of Italy.
Oh no! Dios!
Boy, maybe we see someone riding our bicycle, right? Boy, okay, if you see Garibaldi or J Balvin,
I didn't get to say goodbye to J Balvin.
Yeah. Well, there's one consoling thought that I have. The bike thieves, they're gonna have a lot of trouble with the gears.
I hope you fall when you're switching gears. And you scrape your knee really bad. Adios!
I'm not gonna need those anymore. I think in 5 seconds they'll be stolen as well.
You really can't write these things. You can't script it. You can't. You cannot.
We're laughing ourselves. But on a positive note, the train station is apparently only 8 minutes of walking away. So here we are with all our bags.
And we're gonna have time for coffee.
Hopefully, yeah.
What do you mean hopefully?
Yeah,
¿Cómo que hopefully?
Well, maybe all their equipment also got stolen. You never know.
So we continue with our original plan, with all the positive energy we could muster, and made our way to the train, so we could get onto the next city of Sicily, called Catania, which is all the way across the Sicilian countryside. So while we were still trying to wrap our minds losing our precious bikes, we tried to keep smiling and enjoy the beautiful views across the Sicilian plains, which looked completely different from anything else in Italy.
We are jumping on a bus to get to the hostel.
Yeah, we just made it now to Catania.
Yeah.
Now, where do you buy a bus ticket?
Only in Italy do you buy bus tickets from the same man that sells you gelato.
Yeah. The bus tickets, €1 each.
Finding our hostel was a lot more difficult without our bikes and having to carry our bike bags. But we managed to get settled in a nice hostel, one of many hostels in the city. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun. And with gray skies and rainy weather, we took the night off to drink away our sorrows in Catania's cozy street bars to reset our heads. Because tomorrow is a new day and a new adventure.
Good morning.
Hello.
We're here in a very popular breakfast place.
Called Savia.
Yeah.
It's highly recommended to
Yeah.
us, so we're checking it out.
In the center of Catania. So we just heard that the hostel that we're staying at is completely full booked tonight. and we wanted to extend, but unfortunately our beds are taken now. So this sometimes happens with hostels where it looks pretty quiet, but suddenly there's a new influx of people and suddenly the entire hostel's booked. So
I'm searching for somewhere for us to sleep tonight.
yeah, hopefully also within our budget, because our budget is running out.
How you feeling?
And I'm really missing our bikes right now. We just checked in onto our other hostel.
Hi.
Which always takes longer than you'd expect because you gotta wait, gotta check into the room, blah blah blah. But we're here.
We're here. And now we really have to run because the fish market is on. I don't know if it's on for another 30 minutes or another hour and a half.
If there's one thing people said we needed to see in Catania, it's the fish market. It is famous. Sicily is famous for its food culture, and here it is really something else. If you want to get a good feel of their customs and traditions, this fish market is the place to be. The fish is brought in extremely fresh, just caught this morning just a few kilometers away, and butchered on site. Not only fish, by the way, this place is so unique and it's also quite an attack on the senses as well. But wow, this place is really alive.
We saw fish we knew and some things we'd never seen before. Something intriguing in every direction that we looked. And in the middle of the fish market, there's a small restaurant that everyone recommended we try. If you like seafood, you should really come to Sicily because this is a seafood lover's paradise.
That's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. They spice with a lot of spice. Really good. I can't tell what fish it is. Maybe shrimp. A portion like this costs €5, and the wine was €3.50. So it is kind of killing our budget. This isn't the cheapest meal we've had, but value for money is really, really good.
You're paying for the experience as well, right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we'll have to do a count to see how far we are, then see how much we have left. So this is kind of, it's getting a little bit exciting.
It's getting close.
Yeah. Not to forget, we still have to make our way back all the way to Milan.
Yeah.
Our new hostel. This is the dorm that we're staying in. We're here with 12 beds, and we're kind of sheltered in here because it's raining again. It turns into bright sunny weather again, but until then we're kind of like stuck in here and we're chilling out.
It took a couple of hours, but the rain did pass and we could go outside and explore more of local Catania. It sucked losing so much time because of bad weather, but that's travel for you. So we explored more of Catania at night as well and discovered how truly beautiful it is. And we were hoping for better weather tomorrow because we had planned an exciting adventure. The city of Catania is at the foot of one of the world's most active volcanoes, called Etna. But since it's one of the most dangerous volcanoes to climb, we're anxious to see if we could actually make it up there today.
about to go climb Mount Etna. And I slept terribly last night, so I came out to look for a cafe and have a coffee because I feel terrible. So that's what I'm doing while Ty sleeps a little bit longer. I see something sad in the park on its own. Do you see what I see? A wee little giraffe in his natural habitat. Are you ready?
I think.
So we're waiting for our guide to come pick us up. We booked a tour for Etna. I don't know if you guys remember, in Nicaragua. We also went to go see an active volcano. So usually with that kind of activity, you need to book a tour.
Etna is the most active volcano in Europe.
Yeah,
It's very, very active.
Yeah.
Goes off
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
It seems like we found a tour guide who goes on a less touristy route, so we're gonna see what that's like.
Yeah.
Uy, perdón.
We have no idea what's gonna happen
And
or what the itinerary is.
Right.
It was kind of vague,
And
but we're
also-
going up a volcano, so.
The weather reports are terrible.
Oh yes.
So we're also a little nervous about that because we don't know what's gonna happen up top, but the guy confirmed with us last night that it was still okay to go up.
Wait, and how much was the tour? 65 euros each. So we only have not too many like euros left on our budget, but we thought like we're in Sicily and we're on next to a volcano, like we need to see this.
The most active volcano in Europe. I mean, you can't pass up that opportunity when you're here.
Yeah.
Davide, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Thijs.
Davide, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, climbing Mount Etna proved to be an amazing experience. What an adventure it was. And we would normally condense all of this into a short segment of this episode. But since it was so epic, we just could not let you guys lose out on the entire story. And with only 130 euros left, our budget was running really low. These were gonna be our last days. So whatever we decided to spend it on, it was gonna be tricky to get the most out of it. So join us in the next episode where we climb Mount Etna on a budget and see more of Italy's beauty. So see you in the final episode of our travel series around Italy.